first of all, I want to say congratulations on the partnership with HEB. That's very exciting, I'm sure, to you and also to consumers like me.
Well, we think so. It's been great. HEB is such a wonderful partner for the San Antonio and South Texas community. You know, they're leaders taking charge, and they want to help. And so this is one way they can help some restaurants bring people back to work. And we're so excited to be able to do this. And also because our restaurants have been closed, it allows people to get their favorites like enchiladas, rice and beans, chicken fajitas, beef fajitas, our chile con queso that's very popular, and our chimichurri, and on and on. And it's exciting. It's really exciting.
It's only
we've learned a lot.
It's only in certain HEBs.
That's correct. Right now, six different HEBs. And I do have a lot of people that will comment and say, but it's not by the original. So we went with the HEBs, kind of like what they recommended for us, that were by our restaurant that is handling all of the, all of the cooking and such. And so, but it doesn't mean we're not going to come to another HEB closer to you, because that is all still a possibility. So
my fingers are crossed.
Baby steps. Yes, I know where you are. And yes, that's a good one. We would love to be in that one. So but yes. We are in 6. We are at 1604 in Bulverde. We're at 281 in Evans, 1604 in Bandera. We're at Alamo Ranch. We're at 281 and 1604, and we're at I-35 and 3009 in Shirts. So, welcomed with open arms, with great teams, with, oh my gosh, it's exciting. It's very, very exciting.
It's very exciting because that is one of 2 new openings for you and your restaurant family, because the last time that we talked, the shutdown had just started and you were doing the curbside takeout in 3 of your restaurants, and then you had to close all of them. And now you're starting to reopen. So take me through what was going on during that time.
So we decided to close at the end of March, about March 26th, 27th. It was just something that we felt we needed to do. We needed to do our part, and we needed to figure out what was going to happen, because there was so much we didn't know. Nobody knew, right? So we took that time, and while we shut down, we were able to do a lot of projects that we needed to do. Over at La Hacienda de Los Barrios on Redland, we have started a project of redoing our deck. And so I can't wait. I'm going to do some sneak peeks later on. It's really coming along beautifully. We've been able to clean up the lawns and the trees and do projects that repair at each of the restaurants, things that needed to get done. And of course, lots and lots and lots and lots of deep cleaning all the time, every day, all day long. So we've been able to keep some of our employees, not all of them, but we know they're going to come back because they're family. To us, they are our family. And with this HEB project, we've been able to bring some more back. So it's really good. And we'll just continue taking these baby steps. We really have to take, I think all of us are there, where we have to take baby steps to make sure that we are doing the right thing to take care of each other.
And you're slowly reopening your restaurants, at least a couple of them, for curbside pickup. So explain how people can come by and take part in that.
So La Hacienda Scenic Loop has opened already, and it was great. This past weekend was wonderful. And we will open La Hacienda de Los Barrios on Wednesday, which is today.
Yes,
today, right?
Yes, and so it's 4 to 8, Wednesday through Sunday nights at those 2 restaurants?
That is correct. So 4 o'clock in the afternoon to around 8. We still have to clean up. So if you call a little after 8, we'll probably be able to get your order.
So it's curbside, and I understand there's also some live music that will serenade people.
So we have curbside music. Why not? It's really nice. You know, everybody really enjoyed it. And Matt, who played out at La Hacienda Scenic Loop, he had a blast. People would pull up and they would, you know, he would say, "Do you have a request? Who would you like to hear?" And he would play it. And everybody was just thrilled. So we have, you know, what's funny, and I've heard about this. I had read about it on, you know, social media, but you know, we have guests that come and they park in their cars and they enjoy their meal in the car, because to them they're saying it's a date night. It's my husband and I, it's my daughter and my mother and daughter, whoever. They come, they have a little date night. They just sit in the parking lot and they eat, and they're like, it's something different from what's been, you know, been going on. So they change it up like that. And so it's very sweet. It's very, so they really enjoyed the live music. They're like, wow, dinner and a show.
And the other thing is you can take your specialty margaritas to go as well. I know that we did that and had a great time. We drove home, obviously, first. We didn't drink it there in the parking lot. And it just was a special celebration because it was the food that we loved. And we decided to go ahead, and I had never taken alcohol to go. So that was a first for me.
Well, I don't think, I mean, it's not a thing that we do here, but we are doing it right now. And it's been good. You know, people are loving it. They're enjoying it. It's funny. We have one group that it's the mother and the dad and their grown adult children and their adult grandchildren, and they each take turns picking up dinner. They pick up dinner about twice a week, and they pick up dinner, and everybody has a different turn, so they pay for dinner. They order the exact same thing every time. I'm like, I don't want to change it up. They're like, nope, these are our favorites. Okay. And but they're like, you know, before they would sometimes pick up to go. They usually came to eat at the restaurant. That's what they do. But now they gather together.
Yeah. Yes.
And because I think the grandparents live with the daughter and son-in-law, and I guess the kids are home from college. And so anyway, actually they're a little bit older. They're working from home, I guess. And so they're really, really sweet, and they will not change up their order, but now they can add margaritas to go, which they are really excited about.
And the reason that all came about, right, was the governor wanted to help restaurants that are really part of the backbone of our economy.
Yes.
You truly are, to
Absolutely.
help add a little bit of revenue.
Absolutely, to add revenue, to be able to collect for the state also to collect a little bit of tax revenue. I mean, you know, it's affecting everybody. And so you know, there's so many people on that line. I mean, you know, you get to order from your liquor rep, you get to, you know, order the to-go containers, so there's a lot of people involved that it helps, and it helps everybody to be able to make a little bit of a living, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people, their pay has been cut, or they have no pay, or, you know, or in some cases, there are some companies that are actually thriving because, you know, whatever it is that their product is that they sell is in demand. And so, I mean, we're grateful that we have those companies available, but little by little, everybody pitches in a little bit of revenues and taxes, and it'll continue our cycle. You know, we have to continue, and it's an economic engine, and we need to, you know, put gas in the engine to keep it going, and that's the important part. However we can do it.
A lot of people are realizing that restaurants and food service is really part of our economic backbone. And that you, as a restaurant owner, you have growers, you have the farmers that you buy from, you have the suppliers, you have the delivery folks, you have the alcohol reps, all of that. And if you're not able to keep your doors open and going, that's going to trickle down and impact everyone, including the folks who work inside the actual restaurants.
I mean, we're talking our lawyers, our accountants. I mean, we're not just talking about, the bussers and the people that pick up, our garbage or that bring us our dish towels and our aprons. I mean, it affects everyone across the board. And so we're just grateful that we are able to get back going, even if it's just a little bit. We're starting up again. We've got people coming back to work. They're very happy. They're very grateful. The customers that are coming are very grateful, and they're taking good care of them. And so, together, we got to do this together. San Antonio is one big, beautiful family. And I'm wearing color because this is supposed to be Fiesta Week, right? So, in Spanish, well, during Fiesta Week, we say "Viva," right? Viva.
Yes.
That's to live. That's what that means. So, Viva, everybody, for sure, right now. I mean, I think it really means it's got so much more meaning, now, because we all want to continue living our lives, our dreams, and our hopes. And that one way to do it is by supporting each other and taking good care of each other.
Well, I think it's
wearing the masks and wearing the gloves and washing my hands and all of that. I have a bunch of masks, but they're in the other room.
I actually made a mask out of an old pair of jeans, and I'm going to make some more, but that is going to be our new normal. And I'm so optimistic now, seeing small steps, things like knowing that you're putting people back to work by being in HEB and reopening your restaurants. And again, that's only for curbside right now, pickup and delivery. But have you planned for that time when we will get to reopen a little bit? It's going to be a different normal. Probably you won't be able to have as many people in your restaurant. There's going to have to be some distancing. Are you planning for that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fortunate thing is that we have large restaurants, so we can really separate people. They don't have to be, one on top of each other.
Yes.
We have lots of space, and, we're coming into, spring, summer. So we have wonderful weather in San Antonio. And so we can sit outside on our patios. And I know so many people, I mean, I get messages all the time, every day. Oh, I just want to go sit on your patio and have a margarita and listen to music. And you know what, folks, we're going to do that again. And we're going to do it as soon as they give us the green light that we can do it. We're going to be there. We're going to be ready. We're going to have delicious food. We're going to have awesome servers. And if they have to wear a mask, then they'll be wearing a mask, and they'll be wearing their gloves, and they'll be washing their hands every 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is that is required of us to do. We promise you, we will do it. And I'm not just talking about my family's restaurants. I am talking about all of my friends, all of our friends in the restaurant industry. San Antonio is very special in this case. I've heard it from a lot of restaurateurs and chefs that are from other cities. They say, wow, your San Antonio food community, your foodie community is very tight. You guys have each other's back for everything. It's not like that everywhere, but in San Antonio it is. And I know that all of our friends out there that have restaurants, so many have done so many great things, feeding the hungry, feeding the elderly, doing whatever they can, turning the restaurants into grocery stores, whatever they can, to continue to employ their employees and to create a little bit of revenue, and just to be able to get by. And so I speak for all of us, because I know everybody will do everything, and we'll do it best that we can to make sure everybody is safe, and that whatever they require of us, don't worry, we'll be there.
We know that you will do that for sure. And also, when we're able as patrons to be able to sit on your patio again, go inside of your restaurant again, we will appreciate it even more. We will appreciate it like never before. I think that this has truly changed a lot of people's way of life. We're going to be different once we're able to get back to the new normal.
There's going to be a lot of changes, but that's okay. We've been told that, our local government, our mayor, the county judge, I mean, they tell us this is the way it's going to be, and we are going to follow through whatever those rules are that they put out there for us. That's what we're going to do. And we are going to be ready to hear some great music and have some delicious food and sit under the patio. I mean, you know, for the few days that I was able to stay home before we started working on this HEB project, my husband and I would sit outside with our sons because it was something that we normally don't do at home because we're not home usually at those hours. And so it was very pleasant. It was really nice. But as pleasant and as nice as that is, I can't tell you how exciting it is to be able to get back to work and to see and to feel it. You just feel it in everybody. You know, the HEB teams, amazing. And we're very blessed in our city to have such a huge company that takes care of their city. And not only San Antonio, HEB takes care of practically all of Texas, I think. And we are very blessed to have them on our side because they have really done a great job and continue to do a great job and have for generations now. I think so, in their family. You know, another great family-owned business that is nice for San Antonio to call their own.
And, you know, I have to say that I feel a renewed sense of optimism. And part of that is knowing that things are growing for you and that means that it's going to happen for others as well. And so lead the way and take us back into prosperity in whatever that means in the future. To be
right.
prosperous, that means to, I think, be blessed in family and not to get too sentimental. And so again, it was just for me personally, I've known you for decades professionally, philanthropically, and personally. And so I was just thrilled when I saw that you and your restaurants are going to be in HEB and that you're reopening. So yay!
Thank you so much, Leslie. You know, your family. To us, you are a member of our family. I mean, I remember being up at downtown Channel 4.
Yes.
Crack of dawn. Rolling out on my little table 20-something years ago. Wow.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God. Yep.
And so I'm honored to be your friend and also a professional colleague. Are we going to show that? Okay, let's show that.
This was always under the desk at Channel 4. Cheers.
Don't reveal too many secrets, but yes, this is my go juice. This is what keeps me going. That's my vice. So, well, much success to you and your family and your work family, your restaurant family.
Well, thank you. And the same to you and to your family. We love them, and your beautiful girls and your parents just love them. And we can't wait to be able to greet you at the restaurants and wait on you and take care of y'all. And that's for everybody in San Antonio and all the visitors that we can't wait to receive back on our beautiful Riverwalk and at our missions and, you know, in our restaurants and in our malls and our stores. We've got great stores that need to reopen and generate. And so, you know, we've got our beautiful Texas Hill Country with some wonderful wines. The list goes on and on. We're a very special place. There's nowhere else but San Antonio.
We'll get back there. And in the meantime, since it is Fiesta, Viva Fiesta.
Viva Fiesta, my friend.
You have a great day. Thank you.